Sega?
Who's that?
It's your mom.
Justin.
Bam. Got him.
Gotti.
Yeah, well, welcome back to 2008 and all of its 2008 jokes.
You know,
Hey.
for as long... Oh.
What?
For as long as I've used the Hedgehog engine, this is about the only game that it feels like it's running at max power.
We haven't introduced the game yet.
What game?
Yeah.
Well, they should know.
Justin, you're supposed to pretend to be surprised.
Welcome to Sonic Unleashed.
Oh my god!
For the Wii.
See like that. No, this is...
Anyone would know because
Is it?
this is the first.
No.
Is this?
No, this is HD Unleashed.
It's for the
'Cause
Wii.
I was gonna say, I couldn't remember. I actually did not ask if we were doing Unleashed HD or the Wii one.
I like this one better, so
You do?
I do, yes.
He's gross.
Like as a complete game, you like that one better.
Yes, I do.
Don't mind him. He's gross.
Fair's fair. I prefer the Wii one as an overall package. I mean, the day stages in the HD version are like better, yeah, definitely. And the fact that there's more of them, but I don't know. I just feel like I can tolerate and enjoy the game more on the Wii, just because the Werehog stages aren't unbearable.
Meanwhile, on the
definitely-
set of Spaceballs,
I actually prefer the HD version because I don't suck as the Werehog.
There's definitely some bullshit in both games that I don't like, but there's less of that in this game.
I actually don't like the boost mechanic in Wii.
I don't either, honestly. That's like one of my biggest complaints with the Wii version.
I got used to it. It's not the best, but like at the same time, it's doing for me almost the exact same thing that I would be doing with a manual full health or boost bar anyway. So like,
Well, like HD, in my opinion, is honestly like basically what Dimps already did with Rush, but in 3D. So it's like a perfect transition. Whereas I don't know, Wii just feels a little gimmicky with its boost.
We'll get to gameplay when we get to it, but can we talk about how this is probably the most well-animated cutscene in the entire series?
yeah, no, it's true.
Can they make a Sonic movie that looks like this?
no.
They should make a Sonic movie that looks like this instead.
Yeah,
but they didn't.
Let's Sega do the Capcom thing and make their movies like in CG.
But if this was the Sonic movie, I wouldn't be mad. Unfortunately, it's not the case.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know why they felt the need to make it like a fucking live-action hybrid. When,
Because for some reason, that's just the thing that was happening with... I mean, you can't say at this very moment, but somewhere in the past couple of years, there's just a bunch of different people directing movies, and they all figured they wanted to do live-action remakes of stuff that would normally be animated.
But
That's just Disney.
by the way,
I
can
guess-
I just
Because Disney did
Can I just say
doing
that-
a lot of that.
this is probably the only cutscene to ever show Supersonic's full power.
There's not a lot of Supersonic cutscenes, actually, in the series.
What was I going to say? Well, first of all, because he needs the 7 Chaos Emeralds to do it, and this is like the only time we see it at the very beginning of the game.
Hey, he decided to bring him along with him.
I was going to say, I'm guessing Ratchet and Clank didn't do very well, because that had a movie back in 2016.
Well, people also
yeah.
say the game wasn't as good as they thought it would be too.
It was more the opposite, actually. The game was just a straight-up remake of the first one, and, you know,
Really?
it was, you know, yeah.
I
liked it.
I heard people say that they didn't think it was as good as like the. Well, I mean, it was better mechanically than the actual original one, but they didn't think it was like, I guess, as paced as good. I don't know because they made some changes.
It was good.
Why does that satellite thing look like a fucking penis? Like, that's a space penis.
Well,
Oh, there's the
There's
face.
Space Penis and Sonic Colors too.
This
Eggman just really likes, you know, phallic spaceships.
His favorite character is the Stoffel.
Eggman likes phallic spaceships. Jack
Also-
2019.
That's
your presidential campaign quote.
Also, Eggman had a Dreamcast.
Yeah, Eggman, what happened to your Dreamcast?
Yeah, it was under his.
Post this game.
Yeah, he had
That
it.
would make
hidden.
excellent artwork on a trading card.
Oh.
Just the laser hitting the Earth and just splitting it.
Also, I mean, this is really, really, really fucking early, but Dark Gaia honestly reminds me of like, I don't know, a more darkish Chaos, because not only is he like big as fuck, but what you call it? He almost comes out the same way Chaos did. He ends up draining all the Chaos Emeralds until they're like gray and blue, and then Sonic has to like power them up again.
I feel like we're getting a little ahead of ourselves in terms of things to talk about in this game.
Yeah, I'm already talking about
I
the
will
final
say,
boss.
I'm calling bullshit right now, because if the planet was actually split that way, none of the life on the different split
They'd
up
be dead.
continents would actually be alive. Because,
Well, it would
Yeah, no,
destroy the
everyone's
atmosphere.
fucking dead.
like,
They
they should not be alive.
No, come on, guys. Everybody in the Sonic universe can breathe in space.
Because there's no because there's no atmosphere if the Earth splits like that.
That is true, but I've never seen anyone in the Sonic series suffocate in space.
Oh boy, it's our old pal the Werehog. Everyone's
In Egg-
favorite weird
Eggman,
Sonic
in what
image.
way is he festive?
It's October.
This
I
ain't
don't know.
This ain't Christmas. Oh, well, maybe it is.
I will say that I think I beat Sonic Unleashed with a level 67 Werehog.
That's incorrect.
Spookfest 2019?
Maybe?
Spookfest 2019, and the only thing we play is just the Werehog levels of Sonic Unleashed, both versions. Now that's spooky.
So I just want to ask Jack, do you
No
suck-
cutscenes, just the levels.
Do you suck as Werehog? I just want to know that.
Why do you ask?
This is the new standard, calling it.
I want to.
No, it's not. Fuck off.
I want to prepare myself for possible anguish.
I mean, if it makes
I'm
any
not-
sense,
I'm not great.
Oh.
we're going to find out when he records it.
I
I'm
mean,
sure
it's
you
in the
already
next
did.
part, so.
Why is it taking forever for it to load?
Because
Because
the
this game
HD
takes
version.
because this game takes forever to load.
Yeah.
Oh, who chose this version?
Yeah,
I
it's-
hate them.
It's
To be fair, I will admit, Sonic Unleashed is a really fucking pretty game for a 2008 game on a PS3.
But-
And
by the
then
way,
we
before
took
we
the
act-
pretty away.
before we
Yep.
before we actually
He gave me the ugly.
before we actually get into gameplay, since you can't really see it with no controller visible. I hate the fact that the fucking homing attack is on the boost button.
Oh my fucking god, yes, I agree. Whose fucking
Look
decision
at
was
that frame rate.
Whose fucking decision was that? Let's
Even-
just go ahead.
Even Sonic 06 did that, right? But I mean, it's the same problem in the Wii version. You know, shake to boost and shake to homing attack.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know-
I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying that it is not a good choice in this game to be doing
Ew.
that because
Gross.
Shake him until he dies.
it
Break
makes
his neck.
it makes it artificially more difficult to beat Sonic Unleashed because of that.
Don't eat me. I taste bad.
Don't eat me, I taste bad.
You know what I just realized?
What do you taste like, Chip?
Chips.
You can also kind of see it a little bit in
Yep.
Chip.
Oh, I'm
But-
fine.
Sega did realistic fur on Sonic before the movie even did, and it looks better.
Monster guy? Looks like things have gotten pretty ugly.
Bazinga.
Yeah, look at those teeth.
You know, I never used to hate it that much, but I really,
Oh my!
I really can't stand Chip's voice.
Chip's the worst.
Also, I think this is
I
the
don't know.
most daylight Werehog has ever been exposed to without transforming back.
I don't know.
He's-
I can't
He's
remember.
fine.
Yup.
Nah, he sucks.
I do think like there's at least one funny segment with Chip where he like fucking dies, like actually dies, and he's like trying to get his ghost back in there.
Did I fall on him?
No.
Oh man, what am I gonna do? What
It's actually the opposite. He saved your ass.
happened here? What'll I?
not intentionally, but
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you get your memory back.
And
but why?
eat him.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll find somebody who
Why does it sound like Sonic has strep throat?
Because he's a werehog now. Duh.
Because that's how he talks like
that's
as a
how he-
werehog. He sounds
That's how
like
he
he's
talks.
sick.
Come on, Justin, you should know this.
Because
But the fact
I
that-
have
wait.
strep throat now.
And
You're
it's
the
sad
s-
too because like this is the first game in the series where I think Jason Griffith finally got voicing Sonic right, but then he goes and does that weird shit with the werehog.
He's still not perfect though. He has some lines in this game that are kind of like, eh.
Yeah, but it's way less noticeable and frequent than it was in Sonic 06 or Shadow.
Here we
Oh boy, guys, tutorials.
Oh, this is gonna be the hardest stage in the whole game.
Probably.
Thankfully, it's not one of those stupid tutorials that stops you every 5 seconds in order to tell you something. You can actually just play the level.
Oh.
He's just going to be talking bullshit that you already know about the whole time. But at least you get to actually play the level.
Jack, why'd you miss the springs?
Shut up. This game
Jack,
does
Jack
not
you're
have-
supposed to bounce out all the pots! What's wrong with you?
Do you want me to sit there for a minute and a half breaking all the pots?
Yes.
Yes! Go back and fix it!
To be honest, I'm kind of really out of practice, so I'd probably be doing really sloppy on Unleashed too.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time since I played this game, like before this recording.
Like, I know I used to play Halaska, like, so religiously that I could boost the whole stage, like, never stop, and, you know, never get hit either, so I'd always get an S rank, but I guarantee if I try to do it now, I'd fucking die like 20 times.
No, remember Lewis from Brain Scratch Comms? I
No.
don't know if you ever watched any of his videos where he plays Sonic Unleashed. That
Mhm.
man has every fucking day stage level down to a science.
Yeah, that's how I used to be until I, you know, stopped playing it. Now I can't, like, really remember the level design, so I'm probably gonna fuck up.
Oh, go away. Yay, more loading.
Oh boy.
Oh, the most beautiful screens.
My favorite gameplay.
It's the only one that runs at a good frame rate.
Oh.
What do you figure that
Bam.
is?
There's something weird about when Werehog gets in, like, intensive fights, the frame rate starts chugging.
So, is this what you usually look like?
No.
Yeah. This is the real me.
You know, I could have said fuck it and just recorded the Unleashed project, but that doesn't have any story.
All the
And
story's
also
gone.
no werehog levels, so unfortunately I have to play this version.
Oh, you know what I can't wait for? Your attempt at Eggman Land.
Like I said, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We'll get to that when we get to it.
Knuckles, what's wrong
Also,
with you?
hi Dan Green.
Justin is so excited for everything in
The
this game.
failure. No, I
Yeah,
want
he
to see the
just-
fall.
He just can't see
Sunday.
himself staying on the topic of what's actually happening right this moment.
What money?
But he's not paying anything for it.
Love it.
God, shut the fuck up.
Murder it.
Can Dan Green, the ice cream salesman, be our partner?
Yes.
No, have Chippy voiced by Matthew Mercer.
Weren't we supposed to have an instance
Look for somebody who knows
where Dan Green voices everybody?
Chip?
Yes.
Well, Knuckles isn't in this game, so
Oh, yeah, it's just Tails.
Well, you know what? I think they should straight up just add Yugi to this game.
What?
Totally different property, totally different series. Nothing alike, but let's just throw Yuki in there.
no, let's make the Pharaoh Sonic's partner.
They make the Pharaoh Sonic's partner.
Oh, Jesus.
When he turns into the werehog, he's actually turning into the pharaoh.
Dr. Eggman, I challenge you to a duel.
Instead of card games on motorcycles, it's card games on supersonic hedgehogs.
Card games
What
on
guys are you?
eggship fleets.
Do you guys like hub worlds?
Nope.
No,
Oh,
Do you
boy,
guys
I
like
love
talking
Sonic
to
Adventure.
people?
I don't like talking to people or hub worlds. No.
That's because you're an antisocial fuck.
Yep.
So are you.
Coming from the kid who never leaves his house.
That is the pot calling the kettle black.
But I'm white.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you can't break those for some reason.
I'm fucking around because I'm looking for medals. Because one thing that I will absolutely say is better in the Wii version is you don't... This game, like, locks you behind, you know, walls of, you need this many medals to continue. And the Wii version doesn't do that. So I'm trying to get as many as I can, like, by just looking around, so I don't have to, like, replay any levels. God forbid.
I can't remember, is this the only Sonic game that locks them off behind some sort of thing?
I mean, not including the final level locking you behind, you know, getting the 7 Chaos Emeralds, then I think this is the only one. Unless there's a Game Gear game that I don't know about that does that.
I played this on the Xbox. I don't remember those transitionings taking that long.
Because we're playing
The PS3 version takes longer to load.
We're playing the, what, 2.8 rated version?
The 3.8.
Same thing.
Oh.
Yeah, GameSpot gave this a 3.8 and they gave the Wii version a 7. Like, that's
lower score than Sonic 06.
Jack, would you say that Sonic 06 is better than this game?
This game fucking sucks.
Damn
No,
right.
I'm kidding. This game is okay. But, you know, God knows I'd much rather play this than Sonic 06. It's not perfect, but it's, like, mostly tolerable.
Horrible.
Why can't we just make Sonic Colors too?
That's hard.
Sonic Colors is Sonic Colors 2. Also, Generations is Sonic Colors 2.
Here we go!
And so is
Go.
Forces.
Go.
Go!
Oh well, that was
So anyway,
fun while it lasted.
Yeah. We have our first day stage. This is the good part of the game.
My only complaint, besides the homing attack being tied to a weird button, in this game, for the day stages, the blur is fucking overwhelming. Like, you actually, if you're gonna boost, you actually have to have the stage memorized, because you're not gonna get very far if you don't.
Yeah, they got rid of the blur on Generations, right?
Like, you can boost in Generations, and especially Sonic Colors, because it's not as frequent or fast that you can do it. But, like, you can do it in Generations, and you can still see perfectly fine where you are going. It's gonna come at you really fast, but you can see. Except for, like, stretches like this, like, fucking...
Yeah, this game definitely has some, like, you kind of need to, like, know the level layouts. If you're gonna go, like, as fast as you want to.
I think you missed the sun medal.
You did.
God damn it.
Yeah, I saw it was where that spring was that jumped you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I think that was a record.
Oh.
What?
Same
Was it?
thing.
I don't care. I don't give a shit about those.
Nope.
What?
Oh, I saw that.
Almost had it.
You overshot it. I'm surprised you homing attacked. I was expecting a boost.
Go!
In introducing the double jump in Sonic Colors was one of the best decisions they could have had. Because I will say, the double jump really helps make your jumps more precise.
And then they took it away in Generations.
Yeah, but
It's still kind of there in Generations.
Generations at least did a really good job of just having excellent level design, so you didn't feel the need to have the double jump.
Yeah.
Do it.
Not in addition to you know, the blur being kind of obnoxious, this game, in this version at least, has some pretty god-awful frame rate in some sections.
Oh yeah. Like, and the problem is that the PS3 version is 60 FPS actually, but not capped. So
No.
what it does is you are often going to have times where it could go as low as 25,
It goes lower than 25.
It could stutter in the 40s, the 30s. Like you don't.
Yeah,
know
no,
where
it's
gonna be.
not consistent at all. Like I would have much preferred if they had just aimed to like have it stick at 30.
Yeah, me too. I would rather a lock. That's the term, not cap. I would rather a locked 30 FPS than a possibility of 60 FPS with stutter.
Yeah,
Huh.
I agree.
Spikes.
I want a smooth frame rate. It doesn't have to be the smoothest animations.
At the very least, Generations doesn't flip flop.
No, Generations does a very good job with its frame rate.
It's because it's locked at 30. Unless you're playing the PC version,
Yeah.
Then it's
in
locked
which
at
it
15.
you know,
They learned their lesson after Sonic
your
Unleashed.
if your
They were just
if your
like,
computer sucks.
after Sonic Unleashed on the PS3, they were just like, yeah, we're not gonna fucking do that anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and say locked.
Oh.
Anyway, next time on Sonic Unleashed, we're gonna have our first nighttime level. Yay! It begins.